Hello fellow Bloodborne players, welcome to my Blood Echo farming guide. Now for this we're going to have to head to the Forsaken Castle Cainhurst, and if you guys do not know how to get here, I will leave a link in the description down below and an annotation here just now if you want to click that to discover how to do this. Okay, when you reach the Forsaken Cainhurst Castle, or the Cainhurst Castle, just make sure to head down to this area. Don't walk too far forward, and you will see all the enemies that are in this location. They're all kind of coming out of their little caves and burrows. Now all you have to do is walk forward there and lure them out. Make sure you don't head on straight in front of this enemy, because they will viciously attack and take a severe amount of your health. And once they hit, just even once, they will not stop attacking you until you dodge out of the way or die. Now the thing to do with these enemies is to wait for them to either swing or hop and dodge behind them, just like so, and keep smacking away. They kind of flinch a hell of a lot, so you get a good chance of knocking a lot of attack into them. Their hit point goes roughly into the 1400-1500 mark. They're not the hardest enemy, but they can be in groups. Make sure not to head on with two enemies at once, because that is just suicide. Just always lure them away. Make sure that they're alone and just go for them. Now these enemies up here at first are the ones to be kind of going for, because if you go for any of the other two locations where these enemies are, you're just asking for trouble, because these enemies still kind of lurk around the place, so you will end up getting cornered with quite a few. Now once you're finished with all those in the main kind of middle area, just head on over to this location here and lure out this one enemy. It may look like he's not actually coming, but don't be deceived. He will hop at you a few times. Make sure you just lure him down the steps here. This is the quickest, kind of fastest way to kind of take out all these enemies. They seem to have a defense against kind of blunt weapons, so my actual Kirk hammer didn't do as much as the blade itself. So either the Kirk hammer, regular blade, or else the Ludwig Holy Sword is advisable for this, or the Shikage. Now, once you're finished with that enemy, make sure to take out this guy. See, if you just head on straight into this little area, two will attack you at once, and that is definitely not advisable. Just come on over, sneak attack this guy, and you'll have a chance to follow up with a flurry of attacks. This huge guy here, you think he's a menace, but he really isn't. He doesn't attack you at all, unless you go right in front of him. He's very easy to take down, and that's an easy 2,500 per time. Now, these guys are kind of tough because they're in a really awkward area. They seem to have a huge advantage here because it's a very rocky, hilly area, and you can get caught on these trees and bushes. So just take your time, don't go nuts at these guys, unless you have the opportunity to do so, and you will prevail. This guy is the trickiest one because he's in such a weird location. All these rocks do seem to stop the player from being able to dodge around quite a bit. Now I did have a little bit of trouble with these two guys the first time, but practice just helps with this game. Now that's an easy 41,589 souls. That's just from 2 goes at this. You can take out these other enemies here, they're worms, but they seem to spawn a hell of a lot more, and if you don't take care, then you will get completely taken out by these guys. Make sure to use the Hunter's Mark as soon as you're finished, and you'll spawn back here at the Forsaken Cainhurst Castle once again. The enemies will respawn also, so you don't have to worry about going back to the Hunter's Dream. And when you've actually run out of the Hunter's Mark, you can always go back and buy more and just stock up again. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this. This is the best farming guide for Blood Echoes so far that I've found. It's helped me out a hell of a lot. I've leveled up like 20 levels in the space of a couple hours. So guys, thank you. Make sure to smack that like button, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you all later.